So let me get this straight. One NBA general manager tweets support for the Hong Kong protesters, and China's panties, which were probably originally designed by another country, got in a bunch because their not-so-secret secret that communism sucks is getting out there into the ether. Let's see. We had one of the biggest stars in the NBA apologize and praise China. China banned NBA games from being televised. A typically politically vocal coach remains silent. China also canceled a Los Angeles Lakers event in their country that would have benefited the Special Olympics. ESPN has directed its on-air talent to not talk about the politics of the situation, and the far left is nowhere to be heard because the future results of their ideology is on display for the whole world to see. What's wrong, communists? Is the red in our red, white, and blue not red enough for you? Tough. Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Out of Left Field for MRC-TV. I'm Nick Kangadis. Flat out, folks, communism sucks.
You suck.
As a matter of fact, the Chinese government sucks too.
It's because you suck.
Is that clear enough so there's not any confusion on how much I care about their banishment of anything critical of them?
You suck.
This all began with Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey saying in a now deleted tweet, quote, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong." You've probably all heard about the ongoing protests where China was proposing extradition laws which would have seen suspects in Hong Kong sent to China and tried under their system. Hong Kong protesters have gone so far as to use the American flag and our national anthem as rallying cries for their opposition to Chinese communist rule in general.
And rise us through the perilous fight.
Anyway, judging by the initial and almost immediate reaction by Houston Rockets superstar James Harden and the NBA, you would have thought Morey had committed a heinous crime. Funny enough, talking against the Chinese government does adversely affect your social credit score in the communist country. Morey himself kind of apologized for any offense he might have given to anyone that could be in any way construed as Chinese. Don't pay attention to the fact that the NBA made a deal with China that would pay the league $300 million a year over 5 years. That's $1.5 billion. It was pathetic. And I can now safely say that my already waning interest in the NBA has been essentially rendered non-existent. To their credit, because fair is fair, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver released a statement on Tuesday, and in it, after Silver was done chopping up a fresh word salad of how the NBA values different aspects of social justice, which is a Marxist creation, he actually did say that the league respects the free speech rights of Morey and anyone else associated with the NBA. Silver wrote, quote, "It is inevitable that people around the world, including from America and China, will have different viewpoints over different issues. It is not the role of the NBA to adjudicate those differences. However, the NBA will not put itself in a position of regulating what players, employees, and team owners say or will not say on these issues. We simply could not operate that way." At least that's something. But look. When Golden State Warriors coach Steve Kerr, who's a serial Trump basher, was asked about the NBA's situation with China, we get this.
Actually, I don't. I mean, it's a really bizarre international story, and a lot of us don't know what to make of it. So it's something I'm reading about, and just like everybody is, but I'm not going to comment further.
Coward. What's so bizarre about someone voicing support for people who are fighting back against communist bullies? Oh, wait a minute, this could affect your wallet? I see. So you're essentially admitting that your bank account needs to be full while your moral compass can survive being bankrupt. Got it. Anyway, the bottom line is that this whole ordeal just proves how petty, small-minded, and weak communists are when free speech attacks their delicate sensibilities. They all act so tough until you say or do something that they don't approve of. The NBA will survive this. The real victims in all this are the people living under the thumb of the communist rule of Xi Jinping and those in Hong Kong who are literally being shot for standing up to tyranny. Take this Matt Walsh tweet into account. Quote, think about how China is reacting to a single tweet sent by a guy in Texas. Now imagine what it's like to be an actual citizen of that country, entirely subject to its government's whims. In conclusion, communism is bad. Very, very bad. Let me make it clear one last time before I go. Screw the communists in charge in China and the communists who wear masks and bully people here in the US. What are they gonna do? Cancel me? If you like this video, please share it. That's the best way to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so YouTube might actually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video. Like us on Zuckerbook and follow us on Instaburg. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.